Pokemon over in Japan just revealed a handful of exciting new cards at the end of their most recent Champions League tournament, and I love these cards. These look absolutely busted. So today, let's take a moment to look at the latest round of cards from Heatwave Arena, which will come out as part of our Destined Rivals set later this year. I'm Jeff from InThirdPerson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's take a look at these new cards. We have to start things off with Cynthia's Garchomp EX because it is a beast. It's got 330 HP, fighting type, no retreat cost, and it has two great attacks. The first one is Corkscrew Dive. For only one fighting energy, does 100 damage, and you can draw until you have 6 cards in hand. Now, it's not the most damaging attack, but it will take out smaller evolution Pokemon like a Charmander or a Ralts, and maybe even a couple of stage 1s as well, while also drawing cards, so that's nice. And its second attack, a Dragon Blaster, for 2 fighting energy, does 260 damage, and you discard all energy from this Pokemon. 260 damage is an incredible number. You are one-hit KOing every big basic in the game, and for only 2 energy, bonkers. Now, having to discard the energy does suck, but the deck has, or you can theoretically add Power Glass to the deck as well, where if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you can just attach a basic energy from your discard pile to that Pokemon. So after Garchomp does its Dragon Blaster attack, Power Glass absorbs an energy from the discard pile, and now you just need to attach from hand on the following turn to swing again. As you're evolving up to Garchomp, Gabite's going to be a huge asset to you. It's got the Champion's Call ability, where once during your turn, you can search your deck for a Cynthia's Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And if you have multiple Gabites in play, you can do multiple Champion's Calls per turn, once per Gabite. This is going to be an incredible consistency card for a Cynthia's deck. And yes, Gibble's here too. It has 70 HP, which is good. Get it out of Dragapult range, and its Rock Hurl attack does 20 damage and isn't affected by resistance. Cynthia's Roserade is not an attacking Pokemon. You don't want to do a Grass and 2 Colorless for 80 damage, no. But it's an amazing support Pokemon. Its Glorious Cheer ability lets you do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. I am kind of annoyed that we are seeing this as sort of a repeat, like Snorlax and the Hop deck does the exact same thing. The Cynthia deck doesn't have the same number of damage modifiers, so we're only getting a plus 30 in the Cynthia deck. But kind of annoyed to see it in multiple decks, but it does help the Garchomp deck a lot, especially since Dragon Blaster goes from doing 260 damage to 290 damage, at which point you are also one-hit KOing pretty much every stage 1 EX before modifiers as well. 290 damage is an awesome number. And then actually upping the Corkscrew Dive from 100 damage to 130 damage is not that bad either. Things get even better for the Cynthia deck when we account for the new tool, Cynthia's Power Weight. When you attach this to a Cynthia's Pokemon, you are now getting plus 70 HP, which means Garchomp EX goes from 330 HP, which is already big, to 400 HP. This thing is not getting one-hit KO'd. That extra bulk on Garchomp is going to matter a lot. Also, that free retreat is going to matter as well, because once you tank a hit with Garchomp, you can just roll into Cynthia's Spiritomb, where for 1 colorless energy, Raging Curse does 10 damage for each damage counter on your benched Cynthia's Pokemon. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness, so you're not going to be able to hit Psychic types for weakness, but still, you have the potential to one-hit KO everything in the game. Once Garchomp takes a hit, retreat for free into the Spiritomb, and then swing based on the amount of damage you have on your bench. Maybe it's just 1 Garchomp that got hit, maybe it's more than 1 Garchomp, and you're absolutely crushing the opposing active Pokemon. And then you can also do plus 30 damage with the Glorious Cheer ability in play as well. I really like this package for Cynthia's Pokemon. We've got that heavy hitter in Garchomp EX that also has a ton of HP, and we've got ways of buffing the HP and the damage as well. And I do love the single prize attacker here that does have the potential to one-hit KO anything in the game. Not sure if we're going to see more Cynthia's Pokemon in future updates, but based on what we've seen so far, I really love the potential of this deck. But for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this new round of cards. Before we get out of here, some quick plugs. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In3rdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at In3rdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, in3rdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.